Welcome to the very beautiful island, Cozumel. The primary language is Spanish, but we had no issue just getting around, meeting some locals, and it was a little English friendly too. And the currency is the Mexican peso. I'd say it's a pretty affordable place, or average, depending on where you're shopping, eating, all that good stuff. It is September, the weather is warm, a little rainy. I can't wait to show y'all everything. This was a very adventurous place and one of my favorite stops. While you're also able to fly in, this is a very popular cruise port destination. And as soon as you get off the cruise, you're gonna see a lot of shopping. All right, you're gonna be encouraged to buy stuff. People are gonna advertise tours and taxis and excursions. I had pre-booked a tour with a local guide, and I really wanted to see his side of Cozumel because I understand there is a traveler and tourist experience, and both are valid. As someone who wants to see the authentic side of a place, I opted for the tour. I was not by myself, I was with somebody else, but I would say overall I felt pretty safe. Some people might find the advertising a little overwhelming or intense, but I really appreciate how polite everybody was. Like, the energy was very warm. Now, mind you, we still have to get past the port, so I think it was pretty intense right here because they know there are people getting off the ship. They want to see stuff, they want to get souvenirs. You're gonna have people call out to you, but they were very respectful. Feel free to support if you can. This is your vacation, but for other people, this is their everyday. This was an absolutely breathtaking island. It's a bit cloudy because it just experienced heavy rainfall, so make sure you plan your trip accordingly. Also, a lot of people like to visit the beach clubs if you're not trying to explore. I'll show y'all that later. Okay, thank you.
Hello. Downtown City too.
Oh, okay. It's okay, thank you. Thank you.
Check your name. Right, select your name. $5 per one.
Hi, good morning. It's okay, thank you. Oh, it's okay, thank you. And special shout out to our tour guide Alex. He was absolutely awesome.
It appeared on my phone that you didn't saw the message.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no, it's okay, no worries.
Don't worry.
First and foremost, I want to say I have so much respect to anybody who gets up and grinds. Make sure you're making room for gratitude every day. Second of all, our tour guide said it was probably gonna rain, and you're gonna see that it comes down heavy. We got really lucky with the weather because we got to see a lot of Cozumel before it rained, and then when it started raining, it was even cooler, which you'll see later. Anyways, we are on our way. We have transportation for the whole day because we booked an open Jeep tour. I'm so excited for that. If you need a taxi, as soon as you get out, there are gonna be people advertising for taxi services too. Excuse us. Okay.
We have the smoke shop, free shot tequila tasting.
Hi, hola. Okay. I have good drinks. Ah, nice. Okay. I love it. Nice.
Is this your first time in Cozumel?
Yeah.
First time. All right. I always hear about the place, so that's where I always want to go. All right. Then from there.
It get colder. A little bit. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it's not too bad. So.
Like wearing jackets.
Dang.
Yeah,
wow.
we're not used to cold here. Yeah. It's hot all year round. I think the last time it snowed here, I think it was back in the Ice Age. But yeah, here in Mexico, we pretty much have everything except the Target.
Honestly, one of my favorite parts about traveling to a new city is sensing out the vibe, seeing what people are up to, and getting a little glimpse of life. I would highly recommend doing some type of vehicle tour. We had an open Jeep, which was perfect. Even when it was raining, it was really cool. And they also have like buggies you're able to rent out while you're here too.
Definitely stores around May
Uh-huh.
all the way to August. Those are like the hottest. Okay. Go to the photo fair. That's it.
So I'm on my way to a tequila tasting. It's supposed to be authentic and I'm super excited. I have so much to show y'all. We're gonna go to a very beautiful beach, see some breathtaking sights, go diving because there are some gorgeous sea creatures and coral reefs to see here too. And yeah, it's just gonna be a really good time. Cozumel also seems like a great place for the chocolate, honey, and tequila tasting tours. All right, you can find out information on how some of these delicious items are made and probably participate or partake in some shots yourself or maybe eating some fresh chocolate, whatever it might be. So don't be shy, check out those tours too. It's also a great place to explore. There are Mayan ruins, so there's plenty of history here to discover. You have cenotes and like different little swimming areas or places you can see, adventure parks, different water sports, and plenty of beach clubs.
My favorite tequila is Casamigo.
George Clooney, señorita, that's commercial milk, you know.
All right, so we are here at the tequila tasting. I'm so excited. We left quite tipsy, actually. All right, this was definitely, I'd say, a must-do experience if you drink.
$2,400 for a bottle?
That's crazy.
One I recommend celebrity-wise, I would have to say Dwayne Johnson and Rock Jeremiah. Commercial-wise, Don Julio commemorated bottle 1942 Añejo.
Ramon is
But like I said, today you're gonna see the big difference in my tequila and the other stuff. And with the purchase of bottle, you get a free chicken. So actually, that's the correct way of doing this. I'm gonna sacrifice myself and demonstrate. Danny, if you do it the following way, I promise you, taste buds are gonna say, Manny, muchas gracias. Now, first of all, we're gonna smell it.
New experience unlocked. The smoothest and tastiest tequila I have ever had in my life.
You know soursop. It's soursop, 1734 proof. Now,
That's a good.
these are so smooth. You can make mojitos. Hey. All right, amigos, we're gonna do one with a twist.
Okay, so that was a top tier experience. Right now we're cruising around, but we're also heading in the direction of a beach called Chen Rio, and Cozumel has a lot of beautiful beaches.
Mainly because we were going to a contract land.
Our tour guide also explained that when there are heavy storms or hurricanes, they hit on a certain side of the island, all the wind and water comes on one side. So that's why some people don't set up civilization there, and a lot of it is protected. It's a lot of open greenery.
This is beautiful. He said it's the highest natural point. Whoa. He said this is the main highway, right? That goes around the whole.
There are archaeological sites and adventure parks you could visit, and I will show you later. We're going to pass by some beach clubs. You can either explore Cozumel at your leisure or lounge out all day and have yourself a drink and some delicious food at a beach club. At first, I wanted to pick the beach club and just spend the day there, but I am so happy we went on this adventure with Alex. Our tour guide had us in really great hands, and I saw some things I didn't even think I was going to see while we were traveling, such as a crocodile. Yeah, crocodiles.
And the water, as I mentioned earlier, is too warm for most sharks to like it. These guys right here, they are called saltwater American crocodiles.
Y'all, we're at Chen Rio.
Our next stop, we're going to a place called
if you're interested, you could look into pottery, blown glass, or if you're looking for some silver, you know, a little jewelry shopping, this might be a good place for you too. There are some lovely souvenirs here, so take your time shopping.
Now, here is a better example of the host limestone. There's a reason for the host. So when the rain starts to pour down on the limestone, it starts to slowly erode it and dissolve it. This used to be a single piece, all right? A single structure. This hole right here is eroded. Whoa. The rain. You can even see leftover pieces right here.
The rain don't play. Mother Nature don't play.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Whoa.
Don't play. Rain dissolving deep chunks of limestone.
Yeah.
And creating a hole in the ground.
That was a really great stop. Now, along the way to our next destination, you're gonna see some of the beach clubs I mentioned earlier. I cannot personally vouch for any myself, but you have some popular ones, Mr. Sancho's, Paradise Beach, I heard some things about. Feel free to do some research and see where you wanna go. We actually ended up visiting one. I believe it was the Tortugas Beach Bar and Snorkeling Center, if I'm remembering correctly. And also check if you have to reserve in advance because some of these places do book up rather quickly.
Rain dissolve the limestone and make this giant off the ground. The point that they connect to the groundwater and the water gets in, and there you go. There are a total of 18 cenotes here in Cozumel. This is one of them. This one is called Cenote Aerolito. Now people actually can come and swim here. Well, not specifically on this part, because on this part the water is not that clean, and also there's a crocodile living here as well.
Oh.
Alright? But there's another part on the back of it. That's where I want to go right now. Here we are.
Wow. Oh, that's so cute.
Here we go. This is the one where your locals come and swim. This part right here. So it's basically like a hidden gem. As you
Yeah.
can see, and not touristy. There's no one around.
Yeah.
And right there, down there, it's an entrance to an underground cave. So people can actually go cave diving.
Oh.
There, you'll see divers sometimes going there to cave dive.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Feeder fish. Like if you sit down and put your feet in the water, they will start to eat the dead skin of the dead cells of your skin.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the fish pie places? Oh wow. And there you go. They're starting to come to you, and you feel a little nimble. It doesn't hurt at all. You just feel like a little nimble in your legs, in your feet. Do you feel it? There you go. Pretty magic here.
There too, like you said, there's an underwater cave. If you go, is it through there?
If you
Or?
pay attention, you can see current moving in the water.
Yeah.
That's coming from the cave right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
There was simply not enough time to fully absorb Cozumel, but I feel like what we've seen so far, I got a good gist of it, and I would definitely visit again. I enjoyed myself a lot. I feel like the only thing I neglected was the cuisine scene, and it's really hard to try to explore all the different restaurants and food options you have available on such a short itinerary, but definitely check some things out. I'm gonna get a mojito later from apparently the world's best mojito place, or at least, you know, a very popular mojito place in the city. We're gonna enjoy some fajitas and coconut shrimp, so I'm so excited to take y'all along with me. We got pretty lucky with the weather. All right, like I said, it was a bit cloudy because there were some heavy storms, but then later it did brighten up, and look at the water. Oh my goodness. Of course, you have plenty of water activities you can engage in, eat, drink, enjoy, as I always tell y'all when you're on vacation. But I'm glad I got to see the island and actually explore a little bit. And again, shout out to our guide because he really took us on, I would say, the perfect Cozumel itinerary. This was an excellent first time experience. When I visit again, I'll definitely check out different restaurants, explore the cuisine scene more, and probably lounge out at a beach club too. But I'm so glad I got to see this much of the island on the first trip. And as I said, the open vehicle tours seem to be very popular. You're gonna see plenty of Jeeps and buggies.
Hola, bienvenidos amigos. Happy adventure. Dark. You want to see? No, I'm okay, thank you.
There's a parrot. Oh my God.
So this is our lunch break and snorkel spot, and it is included. This was a very nice tour. So we stopped for lunch, like I said, and we got what? Beans, rice, fajitas, the tortillas. Like, oh my goodness, this was so good. It was included, and if you wanted to order some stuff on the side, you could. So we also got coconut shrimp. I'll show you that in a moment, and one of those super, super tall, like souvenir glass drinks. The drinks are really good too. And look at this view. What? This is stunning. This is also the snorkel spot. All the gear was included, and I went ahead and put a life jacket on because I don't play about those currents and the waves. All right, don't forget your water shoes or a waterproof device or case if you want to film.
All left to right, or they're the same.
Okay.
Put them on like this. All right.
I did not snorkel long, but it was a very nice experience. We got to see a lot of fish and diverse wildlife and some really cool coral.
Wow.
There's towers that way.
As you can see, it's pouring down rain, but it was still very warm, so this felt really, really nice, and it definitely is a core memory because I loved being in the Jeep. And our tour guide was open to extra stops, so he stopped at the mojito place we wanted to check out, and it was really good. They use a mortar and pestle, and they grind up the ingredients on the spot. It tasted so fresh and refreshing. Oh my goodness, it was just so lovely. Anyways, that is it. That is the Cozumel vlog. We made sure to tip as a thank you and show our love and support because this was an excellent tour, and I really enjoyed myself. If you're visiting Cozumel, definitely check out the food and a lot of the scenery. I feel like I would have personally done myself a disservice if I didn't get to see the island like as we did today. Lots of beautiful coast, lush foliage, and a lot of hardworking locals who seemed to have a very heartwarming energy when we were there. So yeah, I'm really grateful I got to experience Cozumel for the first time. And again, be mindful of the season you're going and when you plan your vacation, because you might encounter a lot of sun, but also a lot of rain. However, the rain was one of the best parts of this trip. Anyways, thank you so much for joining on this adventure and watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.